Right, welcome to Friday night is Onion Night, of course, the home of the Giant Onion Growing Challenge, where I set a challenge for people to grow the biggest onions they possibly can using the variety Elsay from Foster Seeds. People have taken part, and Friday nights I have a little roundup of how my onions are getting on, and also at the end we do onion news, everybody's favourite, where we have a little catch up with some photographs of other people, how they've been getting on. And as we're drawing to the close, the end of the competition is the 31st of August. The stuff that's been coming in is mainly weights and measures. Yeah, people have been sending me the weights so I can see who's won and lost, because there are prizes for the worst, not the worst, the smallest. So no matter how you've done, you've got a possibility of winning something. Now all mine are done and dusted, the onions, and I've weighed them and blah de blah. But last week I never really had nothing to show you, but this week I have, and for me personally it's quite exciting, and that is there's big movements on the seed onions that I put away. Well, when was that? I started them off last November, and then I potted them on in January. And if you've watched along for a while, you know I've been sort of showing fairly regularly how they've been getting on. And there's a big update now. And yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. Oh, did I mention, if anybody would like to take part again this season, all you got to do at the minute is go to Foster Seeds, get hold of some of that Elsay onion seed, have it in your hot little hand, ready to go. And if you'd like to take part, or you know anybody that may take part, share it around, and let's see if we can have even more people take part this year, because yeah, it's bloody hard, I won't lie. I mean, it's a nightmare. You're trying to grow onions, not grow onions. And there's two parts to it. If you've got grow lights and all the rest of it, you can take part in the grow light section. But if you just want to grow some, have a go at growing some big onions, you can just grow them like you normally would, because there's also a section for no lights. All right, so share it around if you know anybody that would love to have a go. Yeah, I'm whittling on a bit. I just want to show you me bloody seed onions. Right, I'll go and do that. Right then, so what I'm going to show you now, it's got to be one of the highlights of my year, and that is managing to grow some seed from my seed onions from last year. These are Joe Atherton's, and they got put into these pots in January, and I will link the description in the description of how I did it, and for anybody who's interested in having a go at growing your own onion seeds. And yeah, if you've been following along, you'll know. But they are now dried out. I mean, these were still on the stems. Ha! The stems. You see that? I snapped one off. And Norm said, well, just tape it up, it'll be all right. And I thought, yeah, whatever. But it worked. I just wrapped some gaffer tape around it, and it worked, and it produced seed. So if you snap one off, don't worry about it. But look at these crazy things. You know, these were on here like that. It's just amazing. Absolutely love it. So out of the onions, I had 5 seed heads. I did put some outside, but I'd probably put them in too rough a position, if I'm honest, and those seed heads didn't come to anything. But these are just brilliant. There you go, look. That's all onion seed. And I've got 2 here that I haven't yet even give them a shake too. That's those there. If you turn it up and just tap them, see that? Brilliant. And like I say, these are from, look at all that lot. Oh, it made my day. These are from Joe Atherton onions. So, yeah, they're from a really good strain of onions. So, as well as the Elsay next year, I will be, or this year, I will be trying to grow some of these. Now, I know a few people have asked for some of these seeds, and no problem at all. I'll happily send some out to a few people if they'd love to have a go at growing these. All right, I think I might have enough. Look at it. And they're not completely finished drying out yet, but yeah, they're not far off. So probably I'll leave them another month. And these fruit protection bags work brilliantly. You know, they just work brilliant. I've lost no seed. All right, so that's them. But look at this. If ever there's a plant that said, I've done my best, I've produced, and now I've had enough, I've given up, it's this. I mean, this was one onion when I started, and it's just quietly split, and I skinned it down. There again, that information's in the video, but look at it now. It's just absolutely rotten, given up, done its job, and all that's left is that little core that was the stem. It's, God, it stinks and all. Isn't it just amazing? You know, from those tiny little seeds, we're getting these massive onions. Yeah, right, there's some compost there. These pots were 7.5 litre pots. I think probably next year I'd put them into 10 litre pots, but it worked fine. You know, obviously I've got good onions. So yeah, probably a 10 litre pot, and all I've done is pretty much just kept them watered. I may have given them the odd feed every whitting trip, but literally just kept them watered. So that's me onion seed. And like I say, if anybody would like some of this Joe Atherton, just email me and let me have your address, and in a month or two's time, well, it'll be a month's time, otherwise it might get a bit late for planting the big ones. I'm planning on, yeah, when was it? I'm planning on starting my really big ones attempt on Friday, I think it's the 17th of October. So I'm going to try a little bit earlier this year. And I've also got some other plans with different grow lights. I'm in the process of sorting out the shed at home rather than just doing it in the spare bedroom, because apparently guests don't like sharing it with onions and grow lights. But they didn't seem to mind last year. I think the beer helped. But anyway, I digress. That's that. Let's get on with onion news and see what you lot are up to. Right then, so it's the sun setting on what's been an absolutely stunning day down here. Time for onion news, where we have a little catch up with what all of you have been getting up to. And we're going to start with, we'll start with Rob. Rob from Rob's Allotment and Garden. You know, the man that spends half his life in the attic tending to his plants. He's measured and weighed his, sent me his weight, and considering he spends half his life in the attic and then the other half he seems to be down here on holiday drinking beer with me, he's grown some good onions. So well done, Rob, and thanks for sending me that video, mate. Really appreciate it. Ali and Tricia, the right pair plot. I always want to go, oh, they're a right pair, they are. I don't know why, but I do. They're not posting videos at the minute, but she was good enough to send me a photo of hers. So thanks very much for that. Mark, growing with plot 21. he sent me a fantastic photograph of him weighing a plastic bag. Yeah. Well, we believe you, Mark, that there is an onion in there. So I've seen the video, so I know there is. So thanks for that, Mark, and best of luck, and congratulations on growing the biggest onion you ever have. That's what all this is about, really. Just having some fun and seeing if we can grow a big onion. Robert Meakin, the man we want to come second, you know it. He's not really, Robert, I hope he's doing really well, mate. And he's in the no light section. And so far we haven't had many no lighters put in weights. So, yeah. He picked 6 more, but none of them were as heavy as some he'd picked previously. So, but he's still got a nice, you know, good set of onions there. That'll fill his freezer up. Oh dear, what a day. Right, Ian's growing, Ian from Ian's Onion channel. Now, he's lifted and weighed his, and a lot of people I think will agree that early on, seeing him grow from the seeds and going through using the canner method of fertilizers, he looked like the man to beat. They were looking stunning. But what's his final weight? Yeah, well, you'll have to wait till I do the results video, which will be, I don't know, probably second week of September, something like that. Time I've figured out where I've actually put everybody's weights and write them down and do all the things I should have been doing now, but I haven't. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll sort it out. Well, that's it. That's it. That's all I got for Onion News. Thanks so much for watching. And just remember, it's only because of you lot taking part, putting up videos and photographs, that's made this, well, for me, a brilliant challenge. I have so much enjoyed it, and so glad, not glad, I just really enjoyed the interaction between people. Everybody's been so free to share advice and tips and all the rest of it. It's been brilliant. And like I say, if you'd like to have a go next year or this year or next year, depending on how you want to grow them, just get hold of some seeds. And you too could be part of Onion News. Have your photograph up in lights and possibly win. And have the plaque to adorn your allotment shed. And eventually, once I know the winner, I will get a real fake brass plastic plaque and attach it to the trophy with some probably inappropriately sized nails, knowing me. But there we go. Right, that's enough of my waffling. Thanks for watching. Cheers and go on.